The sun beat down on the jungle, casting long shadows and creating a shimmering haze in the humid air. The dense foliage provided some respite, but the heat was relentless. Raja, the majestic Bengal tiger, was feeling the full brunt of the scorching sun. His thick fur, usually a source of pride and protection, now felt like a heavy, stifling blanket. He panted heavily, his tongue lolling out as he sought relief from the oppressive heat. Desperate for a reprieve, Raja decided to head towards the nearby watering hole. The promise of cool, refreshing water was too tempting to resist. He moved with a sense of urgency, his powerful muscles rippling under his striped coat as he made his way through the underbrush. Upon reaching the watering hole, Raja eagerly lapped up the water, feeling the cool liquid soothe his parched throat. He then settled down by the edge, hoping to enjoy a moment of peace and relaxation. The water was meant to be a refreshing break from the relentless heat, but just as he began to relax, a sudden movement startled him. The ground beneath him shifted unexpectedly, and Raja's moment of tranquility quickly turned into a nightmare. The edge of the watering hole weakened by erosion, and Raja's weight crumbled without warning. Raja found himself slipping, his claws scrabbling for purchase on the unstable ground. He tumbled into the deep water with a splash, the coolness now a stark contrast to the panic rising within him. Raja struggled to swim, his powerful limbs thrashing as he tried to stay afloat in the unexpectedly deep pool. Desperation set in as he clawed at the slippery mud walls, his once graceful movements now frantic and erratic. The mud, slick and treacherous, offered no grip, and Raja's attempts to climb out were in vain. Each time he tried to pull himself up, his paws slipped, sending him back into the water. The more he struggled, the more exhausted he became. His powerful roars of frustration echoed through the jungle, a cry for help that seemed to go unanswered. Raja let out a roar of fear and frustration, a sound that reverberated through the dense jungle. It was a call of desperation, a plea for assistance from anyone who might hear. The roar echoed through the jungle, startling birds into flight and causing smaller animals to pause in their tracks. The jungle, usually a cacophony of sounds, fell eerily silent for a moment, as if holding its breath in response to Raja's distress. The water was too deep for him to stand, and the mud walls were too slippery to climb. Raja's strength was waning, and he knew he couldn't keep this up for much longer. Exhaustion was setting in, and with each passing moment Raja's hope began to fade. The once mighty tiger, now trapped and vulnerable, was losing the battle against the elements. He needed help, and fast. Raja's eyes, usually filled with confidence and power, now reflected desperation and fear. Would anyone come to his aid? Or was this the end for the proud tiger? The desperate roar reached the ears of a group of park rangers. They were a dedicated team, always ready to help animals in need. The rangers sprang into action when they heard Raja's cry. They knew every corner of the jungle. The sound of distress meant someone needed their help. The team quickly gathered their equipment. They grabbed ropes, nets, and a stretcher. They jumped into their jeep and raced towards the sound of Raja's roars. The rangers arrived at the watering hole. They immediately saw Raja struggling in the water. The sight of the exhausted tiger filled them with worry. They knew they had to act quickly, but they also had to be careful. Approaching a scared and trapped animal could be dangerous.
We need to stay calm. Our priority is to secure Raja and get him out safely.
The rangers nodded, their faces determined. They were ready to do whatever it took to save Raja. Raja saw the rangers at the edge of the watering hole. He roared again, but this time it wasn't a roar of distress. This roar was different. It was a roar of hope. He could sense they were there to help.
It's okay, big guy. We're here to help you.
The rangers slowly and carefully moved closer. They didn't want to frighten Raja. They lowered a sturdy net into the watering hole. They hoped Raja would climb in, but the tiger was too weak to even try. Section 5. The monkeys swing into action. In the heart of the dense jungle, where the canopy is thick and the air is filled with the sounds of wildlife, the rangers found themselves in a predicament. They were deep in the jungle, surrounded by towering trees and thick underbrush, unsure of their next move. The situation seemed dire, and the rangers were at a loss. Just when the rangers were unsure what to do next, help arrived from an unexpected source. Out of nowhere, a rustling sound caught their attention. They looked up to see a troop of monkeys swinging through the trees with incredible agility and speed. The rangers watched in awe as the monkeys moved effortlessly through the dense foliage. A troop of monkeys came swinging through the trees. These monkeys were not just any ordinary monkeys. They were the guardians of the jungle, always vigilant and ready to help their fellow inhabitants. They had seen what happened from their vantage point high in the trees. They had seen what happened. The monkeys had been observing the rangers struggle and knew they had to step in. Their keen eyes had not missed a single detail, and they understood the urgency of the situation. They knew they had to help their jungle friend. The monkeys, with their deep sense of empathy and community, felt a strong urge to assist. They couldn't stand by and watch their jungle friends in distress. The monkeys chattered excitedly amongst themselves. Their communication was a mix of high-pitched calls and gestures, each monkey contributing to the discussion. They were formulating a plan, a strategy to help the rangers and their friend Raja. They came up with a plan to help the rangers rescue Raja. The plan was simple, yet effective. They would use their agility and knowledge of the jungle to create a safe path for the rangers. The monkeys were quick and agile. They moved with a purpose, their nimble bodies navigating the treetops with ease. Each monkey knew its role and executed it flawlessly. They were used to navigating the jungle canopy. The dense jungle was their playground, and they knew every branch and vine like the back of their hand. Their familiarity with the terrain gave them a significant advantage. They knew exactly what to do. With determination in their eyes, the monkeys set to work. They were focused and driven, their collective goal clear in their minds. They started breaking off large branches from nearby trees. These branches would serve as the building blocks for their plan. The monkeys worked together, using their strength and coordination to break off the branches. The monkeys dropped the branches into the mud, creating a makeshift pathway. This pathway would allow the rangers to navigate the treacherous terrain safely. The monkeys' quick thinking and teamwork were nothing short of remarkable. The rangers watched in amazement as the monkeys executed their plan with precision and care. The jungle, once a place of uncertainty, was now filled with hope and the promise of rescue. Section 6. A Bridge of Courage. The rangers watched in amazement as the monkeys worked tirelessly.
Maya realized that the monkeys were trying to build a bridge. She instructed her team to help the monkeys.
Together, they worked to create a safe and sturdy path for Raja to escape. With every branch the monkeys and rangers added, the bridge grew stronger. Hope blossomed in Raja's heart as he watched them work. He gathered his remaining strength and took a tentative step onto the first branch. It held. Section 7. Freedom at last! Step by step, Raja carefully made his way across the bridge. The monkeys cheered him on from the trees. The rangers held their breath, ready to help if he slipped. Finally, Raja reached the edge of the watering hole. With one last powerful leap, he was free. Raja shook himself off, showering the nearby monkeys with water. Everyone erupted in cheers. Raja let out a roar of relief and gratitude. He was safe thanks to the combined efforts of the rangers and the monkeys. Section 8. A heartwarming celebration. The jungle was filled with the sounds of celebration. The monkeys chattered excitedly. The rangers hooted and hollered. Raja, exhausted but safe, lay on the ground. He watched his rescuers with gratitude in his eyes.
Maya knelt beside Raja and gently checked him for injuries. To everyone's relief, he seemed to be okay. Maya smiled. "You're one lucky tiger, Raja. Those monkeys were amazing."
The monkeys continued to chatter and celebrate their heroic act. It was a heartwarming scene of camaraderie and relief in the heart of the jungle. Section 9. Teamwork Triumphs. The rescue of Raja was a powerful reminder of the importance of teamwork and compassion. It all began when the rangers received a distress call about a tiger trapped in a deep ravine. The situation was dire and time was of the essence. The rangers quickly mobilized, but they knew they couldn't do it alone. They needed the help of the local wildlife, particularly the monkeys who knew the terrain better than anyone. It showed that even the most unlikely of allies could come together to achieve a common goal. The monkeys, with their agility and knowledge of the jungle, played a crucial role in guiding the rangers to the trapped tiger. They swung from tree to tree, scouting the safest path and alerting the rangers to any dangers along the way. The Rangers, in turn, used their equipment and expertise to navigate the challenging terrain. It highlighted the incredible bond that exists between humans and animals. The mutual trust and respect were evident as the Rangers and monkeys worked side by side. At one point, a ranger reached out to a monkey, and the monkey responded by leading the way with renewed determination. This simple gesture of trust and cooperation was a testament to the deep connection that can exist between different species. As Raja disappeared into the jungle, the Rangers and monkeys knew they had witnessed something truly special. The tiger, once trapped and helpless, was now free to roam the wild once more. The sight of Raja walking away, strong and majestic, was a reward in itself. The Rangers and monkeys stood together, watching in awe and satisfaction, knowing that their combined efforts had made this moment possible. It was a day they would never forget, a day when courage, kindness, and teamwork saved a life. The celebration that followed was filled with joy and camaraderie. The Rangers and monkeys shared high fives and hugs, their faces beaming with pride and happiness. They had faced a daunting challenge and emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. The story of Raja's rescue continued to be told throughout the jungle, reminding everyone of the power of compassion and collaboration. Around campfires and in the heart of the jungle, the tale was recounted time and again, inspiring future generations to work together and care for one another. It became a legend, a symbol of what can be achieved when we come together with a common purpose and a shared sense of humanity.